Hi everybody, this is Scott Sharp with Fretboard Toolbox, and today we're going to look at chord progressions in the key of A major, some common ones. So we're going to learn what the 1, the 2, the 3, 4, 5, and 6 chords are in the key of A major, and which are major and which are minor, and different ways to arrange them. And then I'll even show you some soloing notes and ways to do walking bass lines and things like that, because you may think like, oh, well, if I'm playing in the key of A, I'll just capo up on 2 and play out of the key of G, which is great, but like you're missing this. Like that growling E is just really cool, and being able to walk up to the A is super cool. So I want you to get to see that. So let's get started and I'll show you how it works. Today we're going to be using a Fretboard Toolbox Complete Guitar 2nd edition. We're going to use the interactive ebook so we can jump around real quick. We're going to the key of A major. This book has all the major keys, blues keys, and relative minor keys. So we're going to go to the key of A major, and then we're going to look at what are the 6 main chords in the key. The 7th here is diminished, so we're going to skip that. So we're going to look at the 6 main chords. I'm going to want you to know the major scale notes going across in white boxes. That's all the notes in white. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp. And I'm going to want you to know these Roman numerals. So I'm going to say, like, we're going to play a 1, 5, 1. Where that thing I played at the beginning was a 1, 5, 4. So it was an A major, E major, D major. So let's look at some common chord progressions here. A 1, 5, 1 is A, E, A. And the thing I want you to know about 5 chords is that they have a lot of tension. It makes you want to go back to the 1. Okay, so listen for that here. So in the key of A is my home. I can just hang out here all day. And I should note that, like, I play A a little different than lots of people. Some people play it with these 3 fingers. Some people play it with these 3. Some people play it with all this 1 finger. I'm kind of modified here. I take that 1 finger to get the E note and the A note, and then I use the middle finger for the C sharp. But however you play it, you got to get these 3 notes down. Okay, so there's A. 1 chord is A. 5 is E. Back to 1 is A. Okay, so that's a 1, 5, 1. And then if I look at all the notes in white boxes here, that's my major scale notes. So A major scale notes are in white boxes. So when I'm going from that A to E, I could grab this F sharp right here, like this. A, F sharp, going down to the E. So that F sharp's just a nice way to get between the A and the E. Or I could play and that's going A, G sharp, F sharp, E, strum an E chord, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. So I can use these F sharp and G sharps. The notes in italics are bluesy notes, so I can try to mess around with those even, like A, G to E. Listen how it gets bluesy right away. So you can find all sorts of ways to walk those bass lines, but I won't show you that for every chord progression we play here, but I just want you to start thinking about that because it's really fun. The next chord progression is a 1, 4, 5, A, D major, E major. Okay, and 1, 4, 5 is the basis, a backbone of most Western music: country, rock, bluegrass, pop, reggae. Like, so much music is 1, 4, 5. So it's really worth listening to. Blues, 1, 4, 5. So I'm gonna play A major, D major, E major. Okay, so listen how, here's the A major. And then the 4 chord has this tension. So 1 is home, tension. No. 4 chord pushes away. 1 chord, 4 chord pushes away, D major. 5 chord has the tension, makes you want to go back home. Gotta see that again. 1 is home, 4 pushes you away, makes you feel like you're going somewhere else. 5's got the tension, makes you want to go home. Okay, so that's 1, 4, 5. And then the first time I played it, I accidentally did a little walk up. I did A, B, C sharp up to the D chord. So again, just using those white boxes and play with that. Like pause it here and just like play a 1, 4, 5. But see if you can find some different ways to walk little bass lines, because that's a blast. Okay, a 1, 5, 4 is going to be A major, E major, D major in the key of A. Okay, so this is 1. 5 has the tension, 4 pushes you away, and you can go home. Okay, so 1, 5, 4, back to 1. So 1, 5, 4, that's a cool one too. We can play a 1, 6, 4, 5. And so there's gonna be 2 bar chords here, F sharp minor and a B minor. Okay, and if you're not sure about F sharp minor, if you know what an E minor looks like, and you play E minor with these 2 fingers instead, and then you use this finger as the nut, this is F minor, F sharp minor. Okay, so this is the F sharp minor I'm going to play, and then it just goes D, E. So we're going to go A, F sharp minor, D, E. Okay, so here's A, F sharp minor, D major, E major, F sharp minor, D major, E major, A. Now if you're starting to think, oh, that sounds like this song or this other progression sounded like that song, that's because chord progressions can't be copyrighted, because we'd run out of songs too quick, at least songs that sound really good to us, because these chords all sound really good to our ears, arranged in lots of different ways, and there's rules to break with that for sure. But like just knowing that these guys are like the backbone of the key of A. They're called the diatonic chords, the chords that make up the key. And it all comes from the diatonic scale, from the major scale, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp. And if you notice too, like those chords are all based on these notes of the major scale. So the A note becomes A major, the B note becomes a B minor chord, C sharp becomes C sharp minor, etc. So that part's kind of cool too. Then we're going to play a 1, 6, 2, 5. So A, F sharp minor, B minor, E major. And if you're not sure about B minor, if you know what A minor looks like, and you play A minor with these 3 fingers, and then you bar it, that's an A minor. This is A sharp or B flat minor. Here's B minor. Okay? So it's just like an A minor with if you put a capo on the 2nd fret and played an A minor, that would be a B minor. Okay? Okay, so this chord progression here is a 1, 6, 2, 5. So A major, F sharp minor, B minor, E major, A, 6, 2, 5, back to 1. So that's a cool one too. I love that progression of 1, 6, 2, 5. Now we'll play a 1, 2, 4, 5. A, B minor, D major, E major. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. So that's another cool one also. That's a 1, 2, 4, 5. And then, so that one kind of ascends like 1, 2, 4. And then if we played the 5 like this, it just really ascends. 1, 2, 4, 5, 5, 1. Okay, so that's an ascending progression, and then the last one is a descending progression. 5, 4, 1. Okay, and there's a lot of cool songs that play this 5, 4, 1 progression. 5, 4, 1. So that one's a cool one also. And then if you want to take that, if you want to be able to practice those chord progressions over some free jam tracks, I'll show you how to do that in a second. But if you already kind of get that, you can also use the jam tracks I'm going to show you. And if you want to do something else, like I can play all these chords now, I'm ready to try some soloing, start using these notes in white boxes. Or if you know what a pentatonic scale is, use the underline notes and start messing around with that and see, like, how can I turn these. So everything I just played there was a white box note. Like everything was just like all right in here, all white box notes. And then if you want to make it bluesier and you know how to use flat 3 and flat 7 notes. So that was starting to use the C and the G notes. So there's all sorts of stuff you can do there too. But regardless, whether you want to practice soloing or work on the progressions I showed you today, like going to the free jam tracks for this will pay off tons. So to do that, you go to the Fretboard Toolbox website and you go to Tracks and Tab and then go to 200 free jam tracks. And then I want you to scroll down. I've got jam tracks for the major, relative minor, and blues keys for the keys of G, A, C, D, E, and F. And so today we're looking at the key of A. You just click on that. It'll tell you the major scale, the major pentatonic scale. It'll show you those notes, and there'll be 4 different speeds each. So this first one is all A major, and you can work on strumming with it, or you can work on soloing. The next one is the 151 that we looked at, and that one you can work on strumming along, or you can work on adding bass lines while you strum, or you can work on soloing. But they're all done at 4 different speeds, so you can really start working at some, work your way up to some different speeds, and you can make up your own songs with these. Here's 145. So there's so much to be done with these jam tracks here, and it's really worth playing with them. I've done it so much, and I set them up for myself, and it makes a big difference. So if you want to know more about fretboard toolboxes or pick one up for yourself, you go to Pick Your Instrument, and I got books set up the exact same way for all these different instruments. So if you understand one, you understand them all. Today we're looking at guitar. Be sure to click Essential versus Complete toolboxes, because that's my #1 question I get asked. Like, what's the difference between these essentials here and these completes? And so there's video and charts and stuff. Like, it's really important to see. And then if you want to know about my print versus ebook options, like the standard, interactive, or print books, click here and learn all about that. And if you want to see all the guitar videos that I've made for Fretboard Toolbox books, you click on here and you can see all the videos, and it'll tell you which books I used for each video, and kind of organized by topics. So you may find your stuff a lot easier that way. So anyways, well, I hope you found something useful today, and I will be back on more Fretboard Fridays with more videos on more of my favorite instruments. Thanks for stopping by.